the same information that is assuring to me, if I was to break it down for somebody else, it could scare the shit out of them. And that wouldn't be what I was trying to do. It's almost like you got the vision, you're just waiting for the conveyance. But people who try to cover up try to obscure the vision don't get the conveyance. It's simple things like, it's not the realm of conspiracy when the people who are telling you about or describing what mRNA is the same explanation that I have. And for why is it different for somebody with a degree to tell you what mRNA is than from somebody to be able to convey what they said to me? And in the same sense that people have, there's a failure of education because people don't know they don't know the nature of tyranny, or like they don't know the pathology of tyranny. So they don't know that they're doing the same shit. That would just be a failure of education, right? So all of a sudden, those great minds that contributed so much are not so great because apparently it doesn't convey that down to me. If you can't accept that I can convey what they said, then you're saying that they're not so great. And I didn't want you to get that impression when I'm talking about, you know, an elder or someone who's an authoritative voice on something. So basically, let me just break down mRNA. Look at the last three letters, RNA. RNA is nature's defense. Usually it's down to the microbial level, like of a bacteria. So bacteria produce the RNA that allow them to make adaptations to their structure, because they're small enough to where they can change parts of their physique. Like if they can't eat the food in their substrate, then they will change their mouth. They have like almost like a revolver has like 6 barrels. They have 6 different mouths or something. They could just rotate. But when the culture that they're living in, or the environment, the ecology, when their ecology becomes inhospitable, their RNA will make changes to the DNA. That's basic, right? So basically, it's similar to the abilities of a surgeon. It's similar to the ability to use a scalpel, because I actually go in like Crispix and cut out the protein and change it with a different protein. And it's able to make changes to pathogens, different microbials that they want to experiment on. They use the mRNA to cut out a protein. So it's like a tiny razor. It's like a tiny little scalpel, microscope, so that you could do things on a microbial level. That's their fucking explanation for what mRNA is. Why is that scary? It's not. It shouldn't be. It should be reassuring. But see what I mean? Because you're not a virologist. You don't know what you're talking about. How is the mRNA deployable within the anatomy of a human, it works on the limbic node of the brain. Same way that Vicodin, Viagra, and it's a way to boost something. So like you're boosting your libido, you're boosting your immune system, you're boosting through the limbic node. It's like a transmission. Transmission uses hydraulic fluid, like a kind of fluid that is able to interact with gears without touching them somehow. I don't know that much about it. And it's able to turn rotating energy like a different direction, like through the car and stuff. It's the way the engine transfers rotation like to the chassis and the wheels and stuff. Why is that even controversial? You know what I mean? Because under the definition of what a vaccine does, mRNA is actually a boost. It's just another booster. It's just another form of trying to enhance one ability, you know. So where does it get the energy to do that? Same way as the virus doesn't have a cell mass. It's a broken a chain of proteins that is not complete. So it doesn't trap cell mass, which is weird because you think proteins have cell mass or something, but they're the building blocks of matter. They have to replicate themselves, or basically just to reproduce. It's just basically reproducing, you know, and how they do it is with energy from a cell mass. So viruses they have to put the cell to sleep, and then they have to reboot it like a computer. And when it reboots, it's replicating the virus. They even study viruses to see if they can transmit through solid plates of quartz crystal into an astringent pathology from an astringent culture. They're trying to get the pathology to transmit from one culture where it's been cultivated, to transmit through solid quartz crystal sheets and to inhabit another substrate, precursor, or whatever they call it, substrate, because that is like rich and they would want to live in there too, right? So it's like you get maximum capacity over here, so close but so far away, you know what I mean? Like, let's push on, let's do it. And they'll fucking move through, they'll transmit through. How is that possible? Because it's like they don't have a cell mass. It's weird. It's not that they get to go through physically because they don't have a cell mass. So they have to put they're trying to figure out if they can program their way through, like transmit to the cells inside of the substrate that's their food, right? They transmit into those cells without being physically there to touch them. It's like they're right, you know what I'm saying, maximum capacity right there. And that's just a good experiment. I mean, I don't know what that's trying to prove. It'd be some mind-blowing shit, you know? Actually, I told you the result was that they were able to through like David Copperfield and walk through the brick wall of China or something. I actually don't know the results of that. I just know that it was a study. I don't know the results of it, whether they were able to do it or not. It was just something that they like to do. It's like there's this so our best minds are being placated with spooky dooky whimsy types of like just crazy ideas. It's like get with it, man. Come on, like get the program. But see, like if you try to entertain those theories, you're some blowhard or something. You know what I mean? Like you're a blowhard. Like you don't have it. You think you're tapped into the universal mind or something. It's not that serious. There's more shit that I don't know than that I do know, and it's apparently, professional scientists are the same way. So the only way to learn new things is to experiment with crazy things. And sometimes if you can't figure something out, the craziest conspiracy is because it's so crazy that you're not allowed to think it has more authenticity than anything else. It'd be closer to get you to what's really going on. And if people don't like it, it's because they don't know why they should. It's not because they don't actually like it. It's because they're controlled by the manufactured consent of trying to explain where the productivity and the efficiency went. If it's so great, then why did everybody have to work to the bone, to the grave? Like you never stop working. It's hard sometimes to remember that normies are at work too. Sometimes they just can't be bothered with shit because they're trying to work, but they're always at work. So I should let them, give them a break, but then at the same time, they're always gonna need a break though.